What's up YouTube? Welcome back to MMOSWORLD. We are here on World of Warcraft Classic, which has begun its open stress test, which is basically if you have a World of Warcraft subscription, you can try out the Classic for a couple of days, and that's what we're going to be doing. We're not going to be playing all the way until level 15. We'll just spend about 10 minutes jumping around in game, talking to people about what Classic is and why it's necessary and some of the changes or the differences between the live version and Classic version. Needless to say, this has been a very popular announcement ever since Blizzard announced that this was coming out. Of course, you could have played on any of the vanilla private servers out there, Nostalgia is just to name a few, but now it's official. Blizzard is getting their own Classic vanilla version, and couple of differences here. It's not a fresh start progression server. Yes, you will start from the start. No, this does not carry your progress from the live version and everything like that. Anyway, Classic releases August 27th, and it's only less than a couple of months. So one of the main differences here is that you're not going to be seeing any modern day stuff on Classic. This is going back to the 2004 version. So you'll notice there's no heroic classes. It's all just the base classes, and there's 4 in each alliance, in each faction, I mean. So we'll just jump into one. We'll take a female, I don't know, mage maybe? No. Yeah, let's just do female mage. The classes themselves, like I said, no Death Knight, no Demon Hunter, no, Pandaren race, nothing like that. 2004, that's it. And in this test version, you can only play up to level 15. So again, the graphics are crap because that's what people want. They want to go back in time. And this means all the systems has also been reverted back to the vanilla version. So you can pretty much not expect to see any proper customization of any kind because it's a classic setting. So that's as good as it gets, I suppose. So let's go ahead and jump into game. I'll see you on the flip side.
The noble humans of Stormwind are a proud, tenacious race. Though the recent invasion of the demonic Burning Legion decimated their sister kingdom of Lordaeron, the defenders of Stormwind stand vigilant against any who would threaten the sanctity of their lands. Nestled in the foothills of Elwyn Forest, Stormwind City is one of the last bastions of human power in the world. Ruled by the Child King Anduin Wrynn, the people of Stormwind remain steadfast in their commitment to the Grand Alliance. Backed by their stalwart allies, the armies of Stormwind have been called away to fight the savage horde on distant battlefields. With the armies gone, the defense of Stormwind now falls to its proud citizens. You must defend the kingdom against the foul mongrels that encroach upon it, and hunt down the subversive traitors who seek to destroy it from within. Now is the time for heroes. Now humanity's greatest chapter can be told.
There you have it. That's the original starter thing for humans, talking to you about Stormwind City and your faction and everything. And here are other players as well. Again, this is an open stress test. Everybody with a subscription and download Classic and test it out before its official launch in August. So one of the many changes here is, of course, the UI and everything. It's all pretty much old school. And in this Classic test, you can get up to level 15. So character info here, and then you've got the spellbook and abilities, where you can see your different mage skills for the class that I picked. Now questing log is here as well. What else we got? Social panel to see who's on. You can open up the world map. So there you go. There isn't any of the new areas in Legion and BFA. And really, the allure of going back and playing, private servers in Classic is just to get that 2004 feel. Lots of nostalgia, lots of players trying to figure things out because, you may argue that the game was a lot more difficult back in the day because everybody was still trying to figure out what this new sort of theme park MMORPG by Blizzard is doing in the Warcraft universe. So like I said, look, textures, animations, character models, these are not going to be pretty. If you're thinking about jumping into Warcraft Classic, you need to come to grips with that. So let's go and pick up the first quest here, Deputy Wilhelm. And there you have it. That's the quest text just popping out like that. So some changes as well, of course, especially to how, if you've just started playing World of Warcraft on the live version, how this will be different. So you'll notice I pick up the quest there. Guess what? No quest log on the right side of your screen to track. So what does that mean? That means you are going to manually read what the thing says and then go to your objectives. So in this case, McBride here, Marshall McBride, he did show up on the map as the golden dot, but from there you're on your own. So this early area questing for humans, basically the kobolds are, you know, attacking whatever. So it says here, complete the quest. The next one, there you go. A task of cleansing. A clan of kobolds have infested the woods to the north. Go there and fight. So the only hint you're going to get is go to the north and kill 10 kobold vermin. And that's it. That's how you track. So a lot of players who never played the original, you know, WoW back in the day would be like, okay, this is really ridiculous. Why do I want to manually find my objectives and things like that? But that's how MMO started back in the day. That's how you had to do it. And you know, if you needed help, you asked for it in chat and people were nice enough to help you. Those days are long gone now. I mean, I've tried my hand at some Classic, and you know, the player base isn't what it once was, in a sense that helpful is, I don't know, it's no longer a thing. Anyway, one of the things you'll notice here with the Classic is you'll be fighting for mobs a lot, of course, like what we're doing right now. We need to kill 10 kobold vermins. Their respawn timers, not great, so that's why we're all just camping around for mobs. Usually what would happen is we'd all probably party up and kill it together. But again, let's not underestimate how popular Classic is. So I touched it there, but did I get credit? Let's find out. No, sir. No credit there. And you have very little skill, of course, in terms of us being level 1. And you'll have to take into consideration your mana and everything. So why, again, Classic is going to be super popular is because a lot of people remember the good old days. And it's very nostalgic when you think about it, because that's when a lot of players started getting into MMOs for the first time in Classic. So you can't really blame wanting that. And the argument I've seen is, why not people just go play on a private server? Well, the problem with private servers is that, you know, you're not going to get official support from developers, whereas Classic is a Blizzard game. Okay, anyway, I've got 1 kobold. I don't think open tapping is a thing here. I can't remember. But if we're going by Classic standards, it shouldn't be. So I'm going to have to kill a vermin. There we go. Suppose if you do first tap, then yeah, you should be alright. But yeah, I've just discouraged the other player from coming to tap my vermin. So you can see straight away who's going to enjoy Classic and who's not going to enjoy Classic. If you're primarily a modern MMO soloist player, where if questing objective means you want to get it done by yourself, then Classic may not be fun for you. Because here, if you're playing with friends and having a good time and you have no problem socializing with the community, I think you'll be alright. So that's basically it. I'm not going to spend the time here just farming vermin, because that's going to be boring as hell. So let's just move on, explore some more. So we've already established that questing objectives isn't going to hold your hand, especially for some of these stuff. So the increase of challenge and exploring a world for the first time and trying to figure things out is going to be one of the more fun aspects of WoW Classic for a lot of MMO purists or enthusiasts or fans of the Warcraft universe. The thing is, why pay the monthly subscription when you can already get this experience elsewhere? I think I already mentioned that, official support from Blizzard's one thing, and secondly, from Blizzard's point of view, they get to keep the player base all on the BattleNet, so you're still paying a subscription. Private servers are free, and bug fixes and things like that, I guess, is a strong point for playing the official WoW Classic, and it's a choice. I've seen some counter arguments being, why split the WoW player base? So you've got half of the players asking for Classic, and then half that don't mind playing retail and BFA. Whatever it is, Blizzard says, as long as you guys are still paying the subscription, we'll be glad to have you. In comparison to other games that do have fresh start servers, some of them you have to pay for, some the base game is free, so it's not exactly a risky move, but I have a feeling that WoW Classic has been overhyped so much for the modern day MMO generation that people are going to be disappointed in Classic. They think, and I'm not speaking for everybody, but they think they know what they want with Classic, because anything is better than the current version, which is a very generalist idea to have, where if you only play WoW, you don't know what's out there. Again, I think people are going to be very disappointed with what they're going to experience here, because as much as you'd hope for it, this is 2004 was a long time ago, and MMOs have changed in terms of what people expect, how people play, the amount of time people can play. So is this very much a nostalgia trip or not? All these questions will be answered in August and in September, when we finally see what the feedback to Classic is. People who want Classic, I'm saying they're going to enjoy it. They're going to love it. People who are on the fence about it and, just are jumping on the bandwagon that current WoW is not fun anymore, that's who you have to worry for in terms of Classic, because you just don't know. So, all in all, I think for a lot of people, Classic's gonna be a blast. Going up into PvP as well, I think open world PvP in Classic's gonna be really fun, because back in the day, it was really populated, really fun. Who knows what these days will hold, because current WoW tried it, of course, with BFA. You could turn on what was it called, war mode or whatever, and the first couple of months was really fun, and then it just sort of fizzle out. So that's it. Even for me, as much as I want to complete this quest, and I just can't be bothered fighting for mobs with other people, because I'm a big fan of open tapping. There's a sense of community there that this thing just won't do. So that's going to be it for this video. Let us know in the comments, are you looking forward to WoW Classic? What are your favorite moments from WoW 2004? And why are you looking forward to WoW Classic? What about Classic is making you go, this is it, instead of the current version of World of Warcraft? Oh look, more quests from Deputy Willem. And I completely missed that, because you don't have yellow markers on your minimap anymore. Which obviously you can change with add-ons, and people are gonna say, oh, if you're gonna play add-ons, why play Classic in the first place? Which, exactly, this is what you ask for. So, where are we going? Someone hunt wolves. Great. Should have picked this up. Saved me a lot of trouble. So, I've still got 7 more vermin to go. You can see how slow the progression will be. It's going to take some time. So, yeah, those of you guys jumping in, have fun. That's it from us here at MMOSWORLD. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you soon. As ever, I'm Major from MMOSWORLD, signing out.